He's the best mayor New York City has ever seen, will ever see. Well, hopefully not, but hopefully we always, progress. But oh my God, like that just made me so emotional.
He's more Christian than most Christians I've ever seen. And they demonize him.
As a Muslim man, he is hated by many Christians on the right, despised for being a Muslim, yet he showed us the exact virtues of Jesus Christ. It's pretty fascinating.
I'm still crying. I've been crying for 2 days, but these are happy tears. He's showing us.
Di kota yang menjadi pusat finansial dunia, di mana politik tradisional Amerika telah lama mapan, sejarah baru resmi tercipta. Untuk pertama kalinya, kursi orang nomor 1 di New York City diduduki oleh seorang Muslim. Ia bukan sekedar politikus biasa, ia adalah seorang sosialis demokrat, anak imigran dan pemuda yang membawa keyakinannya di tengah badai sorotan politik global. Identitas keagamaannya tidak pernah benar-benar lepas dari badai kontroversi. Sebagai seorang Muslim progresif yang vokal menyuarakan keadilan sosial, termasuk pendiriannya yang tajam terhadap isu geopolitik internasional, ia sering menjadi sasaran kritik tajam dari berbagai spektrum politik. Jika kita lihat sepak terjangnya di media sosial saat berkampanye, jarang sekali orang ini berbicara dengan berteriak. Sebaliknya, dia akan berbicara langsung kepada rakyatnya dengan humor dan kehangatan. Sangat jelas, dia ingin sekali menghapus sekat antara pemimpin dengan rakyatnya.
When I ran for mayor, I said I was going to tax the rich. Well, today, we're taxing the rich. I'm thrilled to announce we've secured a pied-à-terre tax, the first in New York's history. This is an annual fee on luxury properties worth more than $5 million, whose owners do not live full-time in the city. Like for this penthouse, which hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin bought for $238 million. This pied-à-terre tax is specifically designed for the richest of the rich, those who store their wealth in New York City real estate, but who don't actually live here. But even so, they're able to reap the huge financial rewards of owning property in, dare I say, the greatest city in the world. And most of the time, these units are sitting empty, since again, they don't actually live here. This is a fundamentally unfair system that hurts working New Yorkers. Now, it's coming to an end. This tax will raise at least $500 million directly for the city. It'll help fund things like free childcare, cleaner streets, and safer neighborhoods. As mayor, I believe everyone has a role to play in contributing to our city.
Jutaan orang sudah melihat videonya. Sebagian orang menyukai sikap rendah hatinya, namun menjadikan alasan untuk membencinya. Banyaknya pro dan kontra membuktikan bahwa Zohran Mamdani telah menjadi figur yang banyak dibicarakan orang. Untuk menonton Piala Dunia bersama para tahanan, sebuah kebijakan yang tidak pernah terjadi sebelumnya dalam sejarah kota New York. Menyediakan makanan dan minuman dengan kualitas restoran. Di sini, Mamdani benar-benar memanusiakan para tahanan yang membuat pendukung dan musuhnya menjadi kagum akan aksinya.
Game yesterday, Argentina-England, winner goes to the World Cup final. And Mamdani thought, who should I watch it with? How about 100 criminals? Not only did he put the game on the big screen, he catered. Penne alla vodka, chicken parmesan, seared salmon. The jail's on an island, by the way. It's like Alcatraz, so they can't escape.
Berita itu pun meledak dan menjadi viral di sosmed. Tidak hanya itu, Mamdani juga membuat program 1.000 orang nonton gratis final Piala Dunia kepada para tahanan tersebut dan kepada warga Amerika yang kurang mampu. Kunjungan ini membuka mata penduduk Amerika, khususnya New York, tentang bagaimana seorang Muslim memimpin rakyatnya. Tidak tanggung-tanggung, warga New York bahkan menganggap Zohran Mamdani telah menjalankan perintah Yesus melebihi umat Kristen sendiri.
It's pretty fascinating that it took a Muslim man to show us what Jesus Christ would be like on earth today. If you saw Zohran Mamdani go to Rikers and spend time with the prisoners while they watched the FIFA World Cup, you know what I'm talking about. As a Muslim man, he is hated by many Christians on the right, despised for being a Muslim, yet he showed us the exact virtues of Jesus Christ. He spent time with these people who are locked up for doing probably horrible crimes. He is showing us more about Jesus Christ and what it means to be a man of faith, to actually put your faith into practice and show it. Kindness to others, compassion, mercy. That is what Mamdani showed. That is what we should be waiting on the leaders in the evangelical church, in Christianity, in Donald Trump. But we don't see it. It took a Muslim man to show us really what Jesus Christ would be like today. And the right, the Christian right, hates it. And that should tell you everything you need to know.
Mayor Mamdani just watched the World Cup at Rikers Island, and like, who would do that? No, has any mayor ever done something like that? I love this man so much. I love this man. And he is the best mayor New York City has ever seen, will ever see. Well, hopefully not, but hopefully we always, progress.
So I have a pretty good biblical idea of what Jesus is supposed to look like. And Mayor Mamdani looks more like Jesus than any human I have ever seen with my eyes. He is following through with all the things that Jesus said. I was hungry and you gave me food. He has helped forth low-income people having food that's available and healthy. He is looking after the widows and the orphans, and he watched part of the World Cup at Rikers Island with the prisoners and said, these are New Yorkers and they'll be New Yorkers when they get out. Jesus said, for I was in prison and you came and visited me. Mayor Mamdani, I have undying respect for you and your faith, and I hope you know this is meant as the highest compliment I can give another human being. I see Jesus in you.
Ada pelajaran besar yang bisa kita ambil dari kejadian di New York ini. Ketika pemimpin Muslim menerapkan hukum Allah, maka segala kebaikan akan mengikutinya. Allah berfirman, sesungguhnya Allah menyuruh kamu menyampaikan amanat kepada yang berhak menerimanya dan menyuruh kamu apabila menetapkan hukum di antara manusia supaya kamu menetapkan dengan adil. Sesungguhnya Allah memberi pengajaran yang sebaik-baiknya kepada kamu. Sesungguhnya Allah adalah Maha Mendengar lagi Maha Melihat. Kejadian ini juga sebagai bukti bahwa Islam bukanlah agama kekerasan yang selama ini mereka propagandakan.